afternoon. Oh my Christ. I think it's safe to say that I have a bit of a cold, everyone. Good afternoon. There we go. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Supersonic, Sedonix, Skies, Rockstar, GTX, Jake, Doc. How are you doing, guys? You well? Wow. Official, hello. Michael, how are you? Lightling, hello. Welcome on in, guys. How is everything? Apologies for my voice. It's going to be all kinds of crackly. I am very, very, very poorly, but I have to eat as well, so this is the whole thing. You need a good tea. George, I can't actually drink, like, too much tea because of my diabetes, which I've actually spent most of the morning figuring out, but I've got some really cool news, actually. Personal stuff, yeah. Nah, and I'm a Deb. Are we answering the question already? We'll get to that. We'll get to the title in a minute, alright? We're gonna chill. We're gonna say hi to everyone. We're gonna settle in, and then we're gonna start to get down to it. I did notice. I saw it. Thank you for the screenshots, though. I want to go through a bunch of stuff. How is everybody today, though? You're having a good day so far? You are sounding good. Yeah, I definitely sound like I think. Yeah, it's the sexy voice. Hey, it's the raspy, sexy voice. Hello. I'm not wearing a t-shirt for it, though. This t-shirt is like, I love this t-shirt because it's really comfy, but it is not very flattering on the neckline, especially when you've got like 7 chins like me. Can you say that about diabetes? Mine's been messing around. How do you mean? Is that Phil Lemon or Philemon? It's about time the site's changed. They're essentially squatting on the SD servers. They were. Tom! The sandwich in the sexy voice. Hello. Medication, trying to get it right. Yeah, well, I learned today. Today, I went to my talked to my dietitian for my diabetes, and I actually learned an incredible amount of information, including a bunch of stuff that I can't eat. Guess what, guys? I'm having pizza this week. I'm actually allowed pizza. I just need to. I need to understand how it works. How you doing, BB? BBS. Sorry. Do we say BBS or do I say dark? What are we thinking? The week I have having. Big sigh. I thought you had it. So what can't you eat? I can eat anything I want. I just have to have the right amount of insulin. Cinnamon tea is fine for diabetes. Like Digimon, like Philemon. Made you think of Persona? Maybe it's from Persona. I don't know. I've never played Persona. But I found out I can have peanuts. Call you dark? Got it. I can have peanuts. I didn't know I could eat peanuts. I thought they were off the schedule. I thought that was it. It's like, nah, I don't have them. But yeah, I can have as many peanuts as I want. Within reason. They obviously have like these. Learned so much about nutrition today. Handful of pasta. Well, I can have as much pasta as I like. I just need to. I can have as much pasta as I like. I just, like, there's healthy amounts. And I just need to calculate the, I need to calculate the carbs. I'm going for pepperoni, though. No, I'm going for pepperoni. There's actually, it's really funny. There's a specific technique that I've been told about that changes the way I administer my insulin. None of this, by the way, should be taken as any medical advice for anybody. This is what I've been told by a medical professional to suit me. Nothing I talk about should anyone take as any kind of medical advice or information. Veggie pizza? Hell no, we're doing pepperoni. We're going all the way. I'm going to have meat, like a ton. Ton of meat. I can eat as much meat as I want. I can literally sit here with like just a box of meat and eat that. Pepperoni feels like a cliche pizza, but damn, it's still good. It's one of those that everyone's like, what pizza do you like? And I'm like, pepperoni. And like, you're basic. I was like, I know I'm basic, but, you know, it's still good. Hey, how you doing, everyone? No, Dr. Bob, don't. But yeah, it's a whole thing. All this tea talk making me want a tea. I love it. Instructions unclear. Pizza ordered. I mean, yeah, do that. But still not medical advice. How is everybody's days going? I need to make sure I eat this, by the way, so apologies if I'm like constantly off and think I have to. It's like literally like medically required. That's a cracking idea, Jake, and I might just do that. Again, I can add any meat I want to it. It's the dough. It's the dough and, like, you know, the flour. Who said pineapple pizza? Get out of here. Do I need to say I like the new look of the website a lot more? I've seen so many people say this, and as an ex-web designer, I hate you all. You all have no taste. Like, legit. Like, I've been looking at this website, I'd be like, don't get me wrong, like, it's fine. Like, but I hate you all. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that while I'm doing it. And this isn't me trying to rag on a speak. Like, it's because I've done this I've done this for a living. I've created websites for a living. I'm a designer by trade. So it's very hard for me to look at this and go, okay, that's how, you know, is okay. It's a side grade, yeah. So there is, okay, so hold on, let's bring it up. Okay, and there's a few things that I want to highlight which won't matter to a lot of people, but it's things that I notice as a designer, all right? And that's the only thing we're going to look at. And again, whoever did this website, good job, because I know it's probably not your forte. It's probably, it looks like it might be a WordPress style site or something akin to that. So if this is done in-house, kudos, because I imagine that wasn't your skill set, so GG's. This isn't me saying that, but this is me saying about having the right person doing the right job, and I don't know if that was the case, because there are some glaring things that I noticed, but here we go. Breakfast pizza? Yo, breakfast burritos is where it's at. That's where it's really at. If you ever want like a goated breakfast, you want breakfast burritos. What a negative. Like, I just don't want to, I don't want to be like, what I'm saying is 100% criticism of this, but I'm also, from my understanding, it's fair that they probably don't have that skill set, and it's a bit unfair to judge the, like, actually cast that judgment based on that, but I am still giving my opinions on it regardless. But yeah, breakfast burritos is where it's at. Separate things. So the website is being renewed. There's a few things on here for me. Number one, I hate to break it to you guys, that's not the Avengers logo. That's not the game logo. I don't know if they have the rights to that, and that's something that should concern everyone. That's not good. That logo should be the one that's matching this without the Avengers. You know, it should just be the A. That logo there is not our Avengers logo. And I'm going to prove it to you. Oh, hold on. You can't see it there. I'm going to prove it to you. Can you see it now? Hands up in chat if you can see it. That is the, I believe that is actually the comic one. I don't know 100%, but it's not the game one. You see it? I just want to point out, I saw this at 6 a.m. when I had a child climbing over my face. Pretty big one, that one. You might not think it. You might be like, it's all the same. No. They each have their own copyright associated to it. Okay? It's actually quite important that that is correct. Which I will report to the devs. This is just my first moment to sit down and talk about it and actually assess it. I'll turn it into an MCU game. I don't know how they would. There's existing story, you know. I don't think it's doable. I don't think that's doable. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just run through. Let me just get my stuff organized here. So there's number one. This background is actually quite nice for a gaming website. Having, like, you know, B-roll in the background and doing this sort of stuff is actually pretty cool. And I actually like the one they did for Jane. I was a pretty big fan of that. So I'm solid with that. That's good. I personally wouldn't put Jane on there. You'd want to put, like, you know, your original 6. So I'd put the original, like, trailer on there. But that's just me. There's a couple of spacing issues here. Now, already, 1 font, 2 font. So, just on the top bar, this font, which I actually think is quite a nice font. I actually don't know what this font is. I need to keep eating. Sorry, guys. Apologies I have to keep doing this. I just have to for my health. What font is this? Barlow. Alright, I like that. I like Barlow. Alright, we like Barlow. Is this the same? If it's the same, I don't know why they've done it in. Okay, is it? It is also Barlow, but then the spacing's different, and that doesn't look like the same font. I don't know if that's just pulling from a different location. Maybe it is the same font. Maybe it is the same font, and I'm just looking at it, and it just looks weird. Wait, it's pulling from Montserrat? I'm confused. No, no, it isn't. It's Montserrat. So it's been overwritten. So it's, yeah, it's actually Montserrat. So that's a different font. So they've got, the font is there, but it's not actually there. No, it's not. It's actually Montserrat. So that's the thing. And then this is Montserrat as well. I recognize this one off the cuff. Yep. So for me, there's a few things here. This actually isn't too bad, although I would have centered and done some couple of things here. But like ultimately, I would have seen that as having like a proper like thingy title. But that's actually not bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna like rag on the things that I don't think are that bad. Multiplayer. Wait, this says multiplayer, then Avengers Initiative, then Gear System. These are the same thing. So these are the same thing. The heroes, Mighty Thor. Don't know why Jane's first. Hold on, what happened there? I actually don't mind this too much, although this space is like wasted. But then I've got an ultra wide, so that might be a bit unfair. Oh, that looks nicer, doesn't it? That looks a lot nicer. Oh, look! It's Hawkeye and Hawkeye. Hawkeye and Hawkeye. Not Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. That's a change. And Bucky's icon is because I'm assuming they have a different artist at this point for this one, but I would have put him a lot bigger, at least. At the very least. This is the original Black Widow image as well. A lot of these are the original imagery, which I would have just used like all new stills. Yeah, so you got media, which is fine, and then the see more on the... That's not the YouTube icon. Anyway, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. There's just a random wood texture at the bottom. And I don't know if that's from the Crystal Dynamics website. Hold on. Is this an iframe? No, it's not an iframe, no. Generally, I just don't think it's a thing. Guess the new heroes and coming soon, no extra spot. Well, they're even counted, and there's like 12, so I think that's perfectly fair to accept that, because that's generally how you'd split them out anyway. Yeah. Although I do like how that actually resizes. Okay, except the border disappears. But anyway, this was my biggest gripe. So I went into the... Okay, so what font's this now? We're on a different font again. I don't know what font this is. What font are you now? Wait. Is this Barlow again? Yeah, this is Barlow again. So we've gone back to Barlow for this one now. And then these are just reused assets where they're just like now, so see what happens here. And I guess this is because of the import. I'm gonna put that down to the import, but again, I don't know. If you're a AAA Marvel-based website, let me. Hold on. Before I start like talking smack, let's see what these websites look like. Okay, this is a mobile game, and this is okay. No, fair enough, fair enough. This isn't actually that much better. I was gonna go off on one, but no, this actually isn't that much better. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of like little things in here that but for me, it looks like they've just put something up to be able to, which is why I think it hasn't been done by an actual designer. But then apparently it's done by Yankee Media. This looks like an iframe. I'm telling you, this feels like an iframe. I'm convinced this is an iframe, in fact. Or this is pulled, like, no, this is, like, still emulated. They've just ripped the code from somewhere, I think, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is a new website. There's actually a legal issue, I think, with using that, by the way. And this is why I'm concerned about the whole situation, is because whoever's done this website hasn't had the... And this is coming from somebody who has... worked for big companies but done freelance, and at no point in my career have I ever gone and got the wrong logo for the Marvel thing that I'm working on. If it's something as important as Marvel, you make sure you have the right logo and you don't just randomly put something up there. So that's what makes me think this was done in-house. So what makes me think it was done in-house, and it wasn't like scheduled elsewhere. But this kind of care, this level of care on this website is not... yeah, it's just not really there. It's not the... No, this isn't in the original. This is simply just not the actual... This is not the logo for the game. It's the comic logo. If you... I'm going to do something real quick. Give me a sec. I'm going to search for this file. No, I'm going to search on Google, because that's the best search. Where are you? Yeah, this has been... Okay, I just want to share with you guys. This logo has been downloaded from Logo Wine. And I was about to say, because I recognize the name, the file in here is literally... Avengers_comics, symbol white, logo.wine. That's where it's come from. Someone has just gone onto the website and pulled down the first Avengers white logo that they've been able to find. I'm saying this is my personal opinion only. If you ever end up working with someone and they say, oh man, I really want to hire Yankee Media, you tell them to run in the other direction. Okay? Do you understand? Because that's terrible. That's actually bad. That's someone who has literally just Googled Avengers logo and just pulled down the first vector that they've been able to find. It's not good. Monica did that. I love that. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. And don't forget to whack on some Streamside music while you're at it. If you want to do that, the links are in the description down below, or the links are appearing in chat momentarily. By listening to that music, you actually support this channel financially, and it makes it easier for me to continue to create content without asking you guys for money. New patch notes updates. New patch notes updates when is it? No idea. No idea. They usually come out around about 5 p.m. I believe. Maybe a little bit earlier. I'm trying to remember the actual time. I've kind of like blocked a lot of it out of my brain, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I wonder where the buy now goes to. We haven't done this. So buy now. Oh, the buy now just drops down to the end of the page. Okay. Let's buy for Xbox. What it? Oh, okay. Direct to store. Direct to store. So obviously they don't have. Yeah. Wait. What? Nah. What? What? Okay. Does anyone see the issue here? It's forced them into the French store. So whoever has done this is French Canadian. Same with the PS4. Wonder what happens if we hit Steam. Let's do that. Random date. Okay, that's so that actually goes. But yeah, that's a fixed language. Oh, this is also Canadian. This is also Canadian. This goes to the Canadian website. Good Lord. Where's Yankee? Where's Yankee Media? Where are Yankee Media located? Canada. Don't hire Yankee Media, folks. I feel like this is an allegory for the game at this point. I feel like this is an allegory for the game at this point. How cheap must these guys have been? And how did that get approved? Did no one look at this? Does no one recognize the logo of the game they work on? Come on. I'm sorry, there's a level of care that has just been completely disregarded there. And I know that's going to come across as toxic, and I'm sure someone's going to get offended about that. Worst case scenario, they didn't care. 100% WordPress site? Well, we can find out. Well. Yep, WordPress. Christ alive. I am astounded at the lack of care there. And I understand that nobody in-house is expected to have web design experience. That is not what I'm trying to say. I just want to highlight that. Oh, my touchscreen does work. I just want to highlight that's not what I'm trying to convey. But yeah, that sheer lack of care is just astounding. I am genuinely actually surprised that that's what's gone through, but also not surprised. Websites cost money. You could have literally hired me, I guarantee, for less to do more. I'm not even joking. And I say that from a place of love. I do feel better. I do feel better that that wasn't done in-house, in the sense of I feel like I'm not like, you know, actively bashing one of the devs that I do think is trying to actually do something that isn't in their job description. Because I did feel a little bit mean. But no, that's someone they've paid to do that. The buy game option takes you to the French PS Store, yeah. French Canadian specifically. Which is where Yankee Media are located in Quebec. Yeah. who also don't have their own website because their website is under construction. What happened to Brian? So, yeah. Okay, so there is that. Matthew, we've literally just been talking about that. Definitely check out the VOD if you want to see that. Yeah, probably a new company too. Or one of your mates. I don't know. I don't know how that works. It is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. Those of you who haven't seen it or heard about it, which I'm sure you have, because I had so many people messaging me about it. Rather than mention names, the design lead for Avengers now no longer has any references to Avengers on their Twitter profile. And as Casual said in his video this morning, we wonder if that means there has been a parting of ways, or if it's synonymous with the game coming to an end. And no one knows is the answer, by the way, except for maybe, you know, the people involved, like the devs. But I don't put too much in that, and I don't know if that's potentially a good thing, or potentially a bad thing, or neutral, or what. Like, it could be anything. It could be any of the above, right? So, before making comments on that, I'd need to understand more. But I'm sure you'll find people making comments on it regardless. Wait, what? You left? No, I'm not saying that. I have no idea if that's true. I can tell you what's going on for a large one-time fee. Okay, so you tell me and I'll fax it over. As bad as the website is, I can't see them bothering with updating it if they know the game is coming to an end. I mean, they may have to legally actually address the fact that they've used the comic logo instead of the game logo in the top left-hand corner, because the comic logo is owned by, is not licensed to Crystal Dynamics in any way. At all. So it's a pretty huge thing. It's a pretty huge thing. I might actually have a chat with Miller about this, because I think this is super interesting. Is Miller in chat? I wonder. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and coax him out anyway. He always sneaks up on us. It's kind of the fun though, isn't it? I believe the site changing is more likely because they need to get it off the Square Enix servers. That's my opinion on the site. The way it's been done is just showing a complete lack of care around how that's presented. But maybe that wasn't ever the goal. They don't really care about it for other reasons. And let's be fair, with where the state of Avengers is right now, none of us should really care about it. But I do, because I'm a designer and I care. Because I'm sorry. That's what I do. If you pay for Midjourney, Bob, do you get a private room when you get to do the image stuff? No. No, you still do it in public forums. Square Enix said, get off my lawn. It's probably most likely, and that's absolutely fair. They've actually been there for a while. Cran, is this the first time you see in the room? Do you want to see the whole thing? It looks a little bit crap, actually, from this view, because that looks bare as, but it looks really nice in this view, I think. I think it looks like really nice in this view. Same room, just completely rearranged. That's the exact same view that you would have had last time, though. It's just the room has moved around. But yeah, another desk over there for recording. And my stream desk is over here as well. Oh, you can invite the bot into your own server? I didn't know that, Cran. That's sweet. I'll use that then. Because I put in a prompt of Iron Man drowning for today's thumbnail. And I think people might have thought I was a little bit weird. Looks smaller for some reason. Yeah, it's just because there's stuff here, whereas there was no stuff here. And I think it might be angled down a little bit more as well. But yeah, it's really interesting. One of the things I want to point out as well, by the way, and something I thought was flipping hilarious, and something I want to address, because I know there'll be some people in chat that'll actually, I've seen people in the chat list that have maybe been running their mouths a little bit on Twitter and like YouTube comments and stuff like this. I just want to highlight, and I want you to realize that the first however many minutes in the first half an hour of this stream is me actually being critical of the game and of the entire experience of Avengers. Because the amount of times I get, well, yeah, you get given skins, so of course you're just gonna kiss ass. I don't do that. I know that's probably what you might do. I know that's what you probably might do if you got a thing. I don't work like that. I'm happy to get the skins, and I'm grateful. At the same time, I'm critical of the things that I'm critical of. But also, at the same time, I like the game. All of these things can be true. The seeing the world in black and white must be damn boring. How you doing, that boy? What's up, Bob? You had a lot of people trash disrespecting you in your comment. Oh, bro, I was expecting that. There was some really stupid ones in there, though. There was, honestly, I was streaming on a different channel. I was streaming on my Stream Site channel yesterday, and we were going through some of these comments, and they are hilarious. And I mean this genuinely. There are some hilarious responses. And Sadot even jumped into my comments just to troll some people. I love that. Here we go. Oh, someone just... This is one of the later ones. Someone just put, "I'm tired of live service games." I feel like that was more like a confession. Do you know what I mean? Do you know... That was more like a... Like, lay down on the therapist's, bed. I'm just really tired of live service. That's how I read it. I just saw this guy, this defeated, just disheveled, husk of a man saying, "I've just... Live services, they've done... They've defeated me." And here we go. So here's some ones. There's some interesting ones. Interestingly, I had more positive responses than negative ones, but the negative ones, there was a hilarious one, and I'm going to show you it because it really did make me laugh. There is a guy who is in my replies, but in the replies to my comments, and just anytime someone would say something, they would comment on it, and this went on from a span of it was a 6 to 8 hour span that they were replying to the comments in my comments. I was like, what's going on? This is intense. Anyway, let me find this one because I found one. Oh, one was said, "No capping, but we should boycott this game. Let it die. We don't want games as a service." And this whole idea that everybody wants a single player focused game for superhero games for every single one is ridiculous, because that means there's no added variety in it. You don't have people doing different things. Do I enjoy single player games? Superhero single player focused games. I love them. In fact, Guardians of the Galaxy, I didn't see as an ensemble game. It was the Star-Lord game for me, and I still loved it. I love the Arkham series. I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man Miles Morales. I love all of these really well-crafted single-player games. Then I like the ones like Midnight Suns, which lets you play as what is it, 12 different characters, whatever it is. And then you got Avengers that lets you play as 12 different characters. And then you've got Gotham Knights that allows you to play as the Bat Family and removes Batman from that equation to tell a different story. There's loads of different stories, and some will be different levels of enjoyment for different level of people. And that was kind of all I was saying. It's hey, not everyone. I said, literally in my video, I said, not every game is made for everyone, and not every game is made especially for you. And everyone took that as an insult. I was just, someone was I just kicked their grandma as I was saying it. Do you know what I mean? And here we go. As one of them was, "What a terrible take. Congrats." It's you have a bad opinion. It's it's my opinion. I'm allowed to have opinions. If you don't agree with it, then that's absolutely fine. I'm not telling you to agree with me. I'm not telling you I'm right. I'm telling you how I feel. But the absurdity with the outrage, the sheer outrage the idea that I might enjoy a live service superhero game is astounding. There were some really good answers, though. Really balanced. Really like, hey, I'm not really, like, comfortable with the idea of live service. We don't know if it is going to be yet. We don't know if it isn't. I would much prefer this. But either way, I'm excited to see what develops and see what actually ends up happening. And that was great. Those are the kind of comments that I respond to and I enjoy. Corey, for example, I always rely on Corey for a measured response. Rocksteady's relative radio silence does feel like a bit of a red flag for the game, but I'm definitely not going to panic before anything is really revealed. Some sanity in a sea of, like, chaos. I love it. Corey always comes out with, like an actual decent response to things, and I love seeing it. Hold on, I've got to find you this comment, though. That I haven't responded to. No, did I respond to this one? Oh, oh shit! There was one that just come out now. I'm trying not to swear. Huge dislike and F you for not showing the leaks and posting clickbait videos. Hope your channel fails. Get F'd. Oh man, that's from Taco Bell 30, bro. Take a laxative. What the hell? That's crazy. That's not a healthy person's response to a video game. Like, I didn't put the leaks in because you get copyright striked, you idiot. Like, tell me you don't understand anything about YouTube without telling me you don't understand anything about YouTube. Jesus. Hold on. I've got to see that there's some which have replies and some that don't. Oh, here we go. This guy had been like replying, yeah. Yeah, Shadow, I'm with you. It's strange energy. Anyway, let me, because I love this. I think it's hilarious. I don't think a lot of these people realize that I don't care, because if you told me that I was factually incorrect, I did a video and it was factually incorrect, I'd be fine with that. If you told me I was wrong, and I was wrong, I'd be fine with that. If you want to disagree and present different facts, I'm fine with that. We can have a normal, adult, mature conversation about how I can be wrong, because I'm human, and that happens quite a lot, right? We're wrong more than we're right most of the time, right? Completely accept that. But when I say it's my opinion, and you tell me no, it's not a response. That's you being childish and saying you don't disagree with something, but you can't articulate it well enough to be able to actually have a conversation with someone. And that's a completely different conversation. Anyway, someone replied to this, and I was like, okay, fair enough. And they're like, I'm going to link this video anytime I see people freaking out, because this is just very well said. Great points. And then this person who's been camping in my comments said, laugh my ass off. He's in the minority, and you are also, if you think this is good for superhero game. And then the same person replied, said, never said it was good for superhero games, but it's the game we are getting. It's bad to instantly say a game is bad when you haven't seen enough or even played it. Fantastic response. So, but I responded, I was like, oh, hold on. Here we go. There we go. Sorry, the other person thought I was talking to them. So I just said, do you just live in my comments now? Literally anyone who doesn't agree with your thinking gets a comment from you. Since you have so much time on your hands, though, I figured you might be interested in this online bakery course, and just linked them to a masterclass. And they haven't responded. They haven't said anything else since. So we'll just wait and see if he comes back. I don't like banning people or removing people like that from my channel, because number one, engagement, because obviously they're really into it, so they're talking about it a lot. But number two, like, it's way more fun to play with them. It's like, you know, like how a cat plays like with its food, like with a mouse. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like I'm having, because I'm not having an intellectual conversation with somebody at that level, because they're just spouting shit. Like, I'm not actually getting, like, an actual conversation out of it. We can disagree on stuff and still talk. But when someone's talking at you, because, yeah, he's a puppy. Aw, stab. But anyway, they really made me laugh. But do you know what? It's one of my best performing videos on the channel that's outside of... It actually performed way better than a lot of my thingy videos. And the thing is like clickbait. No, it's not clickbait. The title is Screenshot Leak Freaks Everyone Out. Yes, it did. The screenshot leak freaked everyone. Like, loads of people were going nuts over it on the internet. And the comparison, right? The comparison was to Avengers, right? And Suicide Squad. So I got a picture of Black Widow, the mean picture of Black Widow, and I've got the mean picture of Harley, right? And then it says, why? So I was asking, why is everyone freaking out? How is that clickbait? Just because you can't, like, literally, like, your reading comprehension is completely to whack. But also, like, when the hell did, like, everyone's like, clickbaity. I didn't deliver in the video. If I don't deliver in the video on what I've said, then fine. But I was talking about the screenshot leak freaking everyone out. What? There's not misleading. Clickbait's fine as long as it doesn't mislead people. You know? So stupid. Who's Zach Fair? How you doing? How you doing, Sam? Good to see you, buddy. I want to see who Zach Fair is, and I'll just have a look. From Final Fantasy VII? Yeah. Cloud version 1. I think I've got the perfect thumbnail now. I swear you spend more time on a thumbnail than you do the video, Sam. And I love it. I love it. I love that attention to detail. If you sent it to me, you have. You sent me something. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yep. 100%. No. Wait. No. Wait. You've done it as a blackboard. Chalkboard, sorry. Apologies. Should be a screen. Should be a screen. Pulling the curtains back. Should be a screen. Just take off the chalk effect, and you pretty much got it. Sam's like, I got a perfect thumbnail. And Bob's like, no, you don't. No, I'm not. No, you don't. It's very good. But, mate, I don't know. Maybe that, mate. I think that one will perform very well, Sam, regardless. But I'd love to see it with a screen. Perfect then. Perfect then. If you're happy with it, you're happy with it. I think it's great either way. You do realise, Sam, that we could sit here and bounce ideas off of each other till the end of time and we'd never get anything done. So at some point, you do have to say, nah, I'm good. Silver screen movie, yeah. The curtain did it for me. But that face, that picture, perfect. Jan, you've sent me something as well. Oh, the Midjourney documentation. Thank you. Interesting. Everything I picture bar text was done via AI. Wait, you did the We Got Hitchcock from the AI? From Midjourney? That's sick. I do have issues, as we've talked before, we talked about on the channel, I have issues with AI art being used in certain ways. When you're using stuff that is like, for example, like Marvel characters that is owned by Disney to be able to create a thumbnail about a video that is about that, I don't tend to take that much issue with that. When we're doing stuff like going, yeah, because the guy's been dead for 44 years. So I don't mind that side of things doesn't bother me. The thing that bothers me is where I saw something yesterday by Sims Art. There, someone is actively trying to copy their art and their art style and change it and modify it. That I don't agree with. Because an artist has done that. You're knowingly trying to manipulate that artist's art. That I don't like. But if you're trying to create something that's like, yeah, no, that's not cool. There's intent there that is so much more targeted. So that's a big no for me. But using it to create a picture of, you know, a man who's been dead for 44 years for a thumbnail for a YouTube video to explain like the things that he's done and the way he does things, I think we're pretty much okay. Like that, I think there are applications of AI image generation that I'm comfortable with like that. But then, yeah, the art stuff, man, it just needs to back off. Did you guys see my Khan art poster, by the way? It cost me an absolute fortune in postage. I paid more in postage, I think, than the poster. It's worth it, though. It's so good. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. Nuance. Nuance. You don't have to agree on everything. Fundamentals are what breaks conversations. But yeah. So, what are we doing? Had a head cold today and didn't sleep because of it, so day off. Was a good shout. I have a head cold or a sore throat or something or whatever. But powering through. I went to the hospital this morning to find out about my all my carb counting. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Blaze, how you doing? What can be saved? We're posing the question: do we believe that Avengers can be saved from itself? Do we think that it can experience a comeback at this point? And what would it take to do that? So actually, this is a good opportunity to open it up. We're about an hour in. I've finished my food. We're all good. We're all settled. Everybody's in, chilling. Do you? And I want you to think about the most. I want you to think about the most impactful things. All right. And I want to do like a group exercise. Right. So, what is the thing? The one thing, just one to begin with, but I want to hear more as we go on. The one thing that you feel as an individual will not improve the game for you as an individual, but improve the game for the most amount of people that you think will take the least amount of effort to be able to do. Because that's important, right? Because saying one thing, going, hey, well, if it just had cross-play, cross-save, 20 characters, like all of this sort of stuff, what do you feel is the one thing that can improve this game substantially by adding it, be a feature, be it like an ethos, whatever? So we're having a few come in anyway, so let me just have a look. If only we had insight in how many players are still playing on each platform, that's the most vital thing, I think. If a handful of people are playing, there's no way, I'm afraid. I agree. Once you reach a certain point, I do think there is like it's very hard to come back from that. Yes. The most important words are variety and multiplayer fixes. So you think patching existing content? I think bug fixes aren't like a feature, right? Like, I would say the way I would approach that is better QA, so when releases are dropped, we don't get bugs. So that's for me, that's like a resource, a feature, an addition, something to add into it there, you know? That, for me, would be the easier way than fix it. That sort of thing. That rhymed, did it? Hey, Zico, how you doing? I'm doing good. A little bit of a cob. I'm good. Open world. In what way? So, Fluffy, you think one of the easiest things for them to implement is an open world in the game that they already have? You think so? Again, guys, not the one thing that you want, that you want as an individual, but the one thing that you think that can help the game for all players and is the easiest thing to implement. And you think that's open world? Turning this closed environment game into an open world. Make it free. I like that. Cross-platform. I think it's quite hard, but interesting. You think open world, completely changing the game. Remove time gating. Great. Free to play with players paying for DLC. Very good. better, bigger name bosses that are long fights, like that one. Yeah, open world is like one of the most time-consuming things in any video game ever. So that's why I kind of reiterated the idea of maybe that's not the one. No time gate, I think, would be fantastic, and I think it's one of the easiest ones. Or reducing the time gates to dailies. How about that? How about the raid? You can run it every day and always get your rewards every day. So every day you can do it. Every day you can do your priority mission. Why can't you do your other ones? Like every day. That'd be nice. Free with free DLC, but continue with the skins. We'll split up the player base. But you would split up the player base with paid DLC. That's fair. More villains. I think that's fair. I think that's one of the biggest requested ones. I do agree. Darwin, for once, I'm not trolling about this, went free and it didn't save them. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's not saying it will. It's saying what we think might be. Join in progress. We had a couple of people say join in progress. You're my favorite people. I agree with you. I think that's the biggest thing that they can do to fix, like, to get around a lot of the issues. I think the loot system made this game how it is. Make it like Spider-Man, where you only get gadgets. So, David, you think the easiest thing is to overhaul the entire core systems? Remember, we got to look at what the easier things are to be able to do it. Because you got to remember the amount of time and availability and resource they have. Think basic communication. Why would anyone start the game now with all the fear of the game dying at any point? Very good, Tom. I agree with that. That would probably be highest upon my list right now. But I think that's almost an ethos as well, isn't it? It's not even a feature. But yeah, make it a dating sim with a golf mini. I love that. How about fixing matchmaking and fixing people getting kicked out of games so often? Carlos, question then, because I do agree. What do you think join in progress would help fix a lot of those? So say, for example, you get into a match, and people get kicked out, and you're halfway through a raid, and you can't complete anything. Do you think having join in progress would close that up, and then go, okay, well, we had someone drop out, let them restart, and we'll get them back in at the last checkpoint? Would that, rather than fix the bug of kicking you out, but allowing you to get back in when it does kick you out, how would you feel about that? And it's just me trying to gauge like people's opinions. One well-known, interesting, and unique villains and join in progress. That's perfectly fair. I think that's great. More villains would be a great start. Patrol mode with possible street-level villains would work. I like that. So having like almost like mini-bosses rather than like full-blown fights. Join in progress for sure. I like that. Honestly, they should let Crossbones, Super Adaptor, and MODOK and Claw be a villain threat sector to be able to versus more villains. I mean, you can still fight all those villains. I'd probably like to see more villains be villain sectors. We had a useless loadout, but I don't feel this time they work it into the game. We need loadouts. I agree. Do you think that will save the game? I agree that it should be there, and it frustrates me as a designer to see that button there for so long and never be used. And I really want loadouts. Just as where I'm at in the game, I really want loadouts. But yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, maybe being able to enter already started missions or being invited while in missions, so someone got out, it can be in-game again. Yeah. Join in progress, that would be, yeah. Arena in Avengers where you fight all bosses, like a horde mode, maybe. Maybe Zico with a horde mode and then bosses drop, and then increasing bosses drop, and then maybe you get multiple bosses drop at once. You can't... Oh, Crossbones, sorry. Crossbones as villain sector would be good. I agree. Crossbones as a villain sector would be good. I don't know how... Excuse me. I don't know how much it would take to get Crossbones into a multiplayer setting, but I would like to see that, yes. In terms of using more villains, I stand by beating the odds elemental clones being reskinned into new villains. Electric, living laser, gravity, graviton, whirlwind. Great ideas. Great ideas. If it exists, that's a fantastic way of creating new villains. A boss rush mode I've been waiting since the launch. What is the plan for stream? This plan for stream today is literally because it's a bit of a shorter stream today because I was live at like an hour and a bit late. We've only been live for like, well, not even an hour yet, and I might be leaving a little bit early today as well. So we're gonna have a chat. We're gonna talk about a few things. Around about 3 o'clock, I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys. As you know, today, Wednesday, is skin reveal day, and I was at the hospital, Cran. Jesus. So we're gonna be doing some skin reveals today, and yeah, we'll probably play some games. And I'll be looking into my next build, which is going to be, because I released my, come on, Bob, my Winter Soldier Prime build, which you guys, if you want to see that, that's available on the channel right now, along with the rest of my Prime builds. I also am going to be doing my first ever solo build, i.e. a build that you can do if you have never done or never will be doing the OLT or the Raid or Cloning Labs. So we're going to be doing that as well. But yeah, BobDuckNWeave is buffering today. Maybe he needs a reboot. Always. You can even do that for villains. Rework Iron Man into Beetle. Yes, it's T-Bolt's character. Covers as use Yelena's. Yep, I would love to be able to fight Yelena. More unique locations. That's something I think would be nice. More unique locations is a thing that I thought was super strange that never happened in the first place. Right? Why on earth in a Marvel property did we only get cities? And it's not even like you can't change. Like for me, I would have loved to have seen a way that you breach a Kree, like the start of a mission would be breaching a Kree ship that has landed, and you need to then get on the ship before you go, right? And that's part of the mission. You need to get on it or you fail that mission. You have to race to it, like fighting the enemies that you want to fight and not fighting the enemies that you don't. Flyers obviously would do better, this, that, and the other. And the flyers could hold the door open by holding a button, and then have the rest of the characters catch up, and then you start the mission, right? For me, that's using in-game mechanics, right? Just basically what you do, you just have the ship there and a bunch of enemies down a corridor. Flyers can fly over it because that's what flyers do, and then you have the ground team that they can like go ahead, and you have to get the flyers, or you have to either race like as ground characters or flyers and get to the end, and you just hold a button at the end. You just hold the button like the same way you pull out the things to keep the door open so you can all get in, and then you all get in, and then you all fight in the corridors, same corridors, but in a Kree ship instead. It would still be different. It would still add some variety to it. It'd be able to do some stuff with it. That kind of stuff. More unique missions in which, especially if you're playing with people, the team is divided in different locations, do different things. Agreed. I really was hoping Cloning Labs would do that. So if Brian isn't working on this anymore, what's going to happen with the characters we're supposed to get this year? Or we have no idea if Brian isn't working on it. There is no confirmation. Something that could make lives easier, a perk changer, change one perk per gear piece. Yes, like perk rerolls. I agree, Nathan. That would be fantastic. Honestly, adding Yelena as boss, in my opinion, would make Ruskai and Red Room feel meaningful. Yes. I agree. Do we think we're getting Ultron? I have a stream on Sunday talking about Ultron. But yeah. What do you think is coming next? They move little to none for this game. What do I think is coming next? Bug fixes is coming next. I know what's coming next. Bug fixes. And skins. This is the problem, right? We've had no actual official communication on what's going on. And there's no indication that there's anything going on. And I speak from that, every question that I've asked. I just want to actually kind of point out the only way that we know that the gear fix, and this is throwing a little bit of shade, I guess, but the only way that we actually know, and I say this coming from the VIP program, being a part of the VIP program, or whatever they call it, creator program. I call it the creator program. I think it's called the VIP program. Anyway, the creator program, and the way we found out that the gear fix is coming, the gear bug fix is coming, you know, where you upgrade stuff and you upgrade your gear and it doesn't give you like boosts to your actual stats and then effectively breaks that piece of gear. And the gear, I think maybe, I don't know if it's the same one, but like the one that's the vendor as well, I think that's the same thing. When you get to like 171, the vendor, all your vendor gear disappears for that character that you got the 171 gear for. Anyway, We found that out in the public Discord. And I got told by someone who screenshotted and said, oh, Bob, have you heard about this? Did you know about this? Why is that not being communicated officially? I've been asking for weeks. I've been asking literally since, hold on, let me check. Let me check when I first asked. Let me check when I first asked about this. Right, I asked on the 29th, actually. I asked on the 29th, and then I asked again on the 3rd, and then I got told people were getting resituated, and I was told that I would get told if there was any updates. That was on the 4th. I then reported again what happened with the vendors on the 4th. I then reported the marketplace being accessible on the 7th. I then re-reported the vendors. Re-mentioned about the empty shop and the upgrade bug again on the 10th. Excuse me, on the 10th. Getting cut up about it. No, I'm joking. That's just my throat being weird. I asked again on the 13th after it was submitted to SteamDB. I asked again on the 16th. And then it was released yesterday in a public Discord that it was in fact in the next bug fix. Is Square was still with it? It could be saved. Categorically untrue. Categorically untrue. Square did more to screw this game over than people think. Like, by a long shot. Yeah, no. Square... no. No. Categorically untrue. We all know what we want. The problem is that a live service game needs service, constant updates. The biggest mistake was put Skeleton Crew on a live service game. The planning was bad. I agree with that, Chris. I think that's fair. Anyone who thinks that Square, Jane was still with Square. You're a brave soul. Me? For doing what, June? How you doing, by the way, buddy? You good? For calling out what? For calling out that thing being updated in the main Discord randomly. Dave's like, your answer to your title is no. No, I'm kind of inclined to believe that as well. I think if they tweak the missions to allow us to solo run them, switch heroes on the fly as well as join in progress. I like that. I think I was all about playing as a team because I like playing this game like with a group of people. But now I realize as the player base dwindles and it's harder to find people to run with. Even as a content creator, even as someone who sat here with like 100 people in chat, it's still harder to find people like on PC. It's hard to find people to play with. It's not Square buckling the bicycle. Square just gave them a unicycle instead, place. That was the problem. They said, hey, here's a bike for the first leg, and then we switch you to just as you start to get tired, here's a unicycle. Yeah, in terms of characters, Bucky's the only non-Square Enix character. Jane was done near the start or the transition, so technically developed by Square Enix time. That's correct, yes. Forgot that it was on PC. It's best on PC. Or you console players trying to do your uni beam. Us on PC. Like a flipping laser. It's amazing. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. Host Suicide Squad will be my next coming game. David, are you hoping are you hoping Suicide Squad's live service, or are you hoping for a single player focused game or co-op? That's fair. I do love the Unibeam though, especially the fast one. I just can't really use it in a minute. Don't mind live service. Me neither. I'm quite interested to see a game last for a while. My wife has just opened the door, and this is the first time I've seen her today. So I'm going to just go say hey. I'll be back in about a few minutes, guys. Bear with me. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for waiting for that, folks. Apologies. Right. What would be a good name change? Marvel Heroes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Considering they're cutting back on story, I'm sure we'll get smaller, more concise, but probably as baffling story beats for Captain Marvel or anyone else joining. I get that. I think realistically, anybody coming into Avengers expecting story right now, like War for Wakanda style story, is just going to be disappointed out the gate. We're not going to get that. But I also don't think that's for the player base that's here now. I don't think that's necessarily gonna drive that player base anyway. Baffling is a guarantee. 2.6 still could. Don't. I can't do 2.6. I personally think at this point, yeah, make the game free and then charge for DLC. I think way more people would be behind that idea. I mean, I didn't know Bucky and Widow had a thing in the comics since I grew up with the movies. Same Sly. Same. I didn't realize as well. Charge for DLCs is possible. And do you know what the crazy thing is? We've gone from going, we want free DLC, because you said free DLC, to, guys, we will pay for new content. Change your model. Change your model. We'll change with you. Yeah. Like, you could literally just blag it and say it's like, get Embracer to take the heat. Do you know what I mean? Right now, this is like the one thing, free characters but paid for DLC. I would prefer it the other way round, personally, and let me explain why. Everyone gets to play the story. If we were gonna do one half on one another, I would love it that people say that we got free story missions and every missions for everyone, but the characters were paid. And the characters had additional stuff. That would be sick. Because then everyone gets a new mission to do. But then certain people get like a story. It might be a bit convoluted. But like everyone gets a story, like gets the new character in their kit to play with. Or no. Actually, no. No, that's a bit convoluted. I take it back. No, I agree. Free characters, pay DLC. I don't know. Either or. Charge us for something. I don't know. Like one of those. Either of those I think could work. I do think free characters actually though and pay DLC would drive people to pay the money. I can see now She-Hulk launches breaking the fourth wall. Guys, check out this storyline. Somehow I appeared. Just like Fury, I guess. Let's go fight some more robots again. I like that. Free content but pay characters works honestly, but the story would need to work around the possibility of certain characters. I've been saying this for months. New story should never revolve around new characters for the way it's built now and the way they want to do things. Have it circle around the original core 6 characters, right? And then have inclusions and have voice lines and like narrative bits that tie in. But the story itself does not need to revolve around the new characters. The new characters can have narrative threads, but it doesn't have to be to the core of the story, right? You don't need to know what Bucky was doing, like with AIM, to understand that he wants to kick the shit out of the Kree. You don't need to understand that Jane's come from another universe to understand her wanting to kick the shit out of the Kree. There's none of that. But then you have characters then maybe like Captain Marvel, right? Who then do drive that campaign forward. But then again, you don't necessarily need to include her into it. Do you know what I mean? So like the core 6 of the main team, but the DLC characters are like reserve members. Yeah, exactly. Think Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, right? Most of the story revolves around the original like core members, right? And then everything else is like, oh, you could just switch out your characters whenever you want, play whoever you want, do whatever you want, all this sort of stuff. But the story revolves more around the villains, doesn't it? It starts off with the main characters that you have at the start, but then like the story itself revolves around the villains more. Yeah. How about some missions pay for and keep the free characters? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Epic. That's what like but I don't know if that's a good idea. But yeah, it's an idea for sure. I think the fact that you've got a player base who is literally sat here going, guys, charge us money for this and we will pay for that DLC. Stop developing free content. It's not working. Develop paid content. Go, hey, guys, we've got this next thing coming out. We're going to give you loadouts. We're going to give you the traversal update. We're going to give you Captain Marvel. And we're going to give you a new raid, right? That is the Kree DLC, Kree Invasion DLC. That is going to cost like $20 or $30, or I don't know, whatever. But like a bunch of things all chucked into one, right? A bunch of things like to go, okay, this is one big drop. This is and actually have the roadmap around it. Like one big drop and go, okay, this is what we're going to deliver to you guys. And this is the things that it's going to have in it. Everyone gets Captain Marvel. Actually, even no, I don't know. Just lock it all. Lock it all behind DLC because then you'll actually make some money from it and then people will actually want to play. But Neth, at this point, what do you do? Like, it's the thing is, it's like it's do or dies. Like we're nearing. I feel like we're nearing. Sorry, I'm not saying we are. I feel like we're nearing a do or die situation. And the fact that no one has gone, hey, we're going to go free. Like, the fact that they haven't gone, hey, we're going to go free to play. It's available on, like, the fact that, like, one of its biggest used metrics is the fact that it's not, the player base on Steam, because that's the only visible one, is really low. Like, the free weekend for Avengers, by the way, I just want to say the free weekend for Avengers got up to, like, 10 to 15,000 people all weekend. Just make it free, guys. Just make it free. Just let it go free. Let people get into it. Fix the bugs first, obviously. All caught up. Glad you finished your sandwich, and now I know not to hire Yankee Media. I love that, Brian. I love that. Did the break help? Did the short break I took help? Charge for heroes? Yeah, they've got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to lose. Have you guys seen my mock-up for the free-to-play stuff? Some of you might have seen the video. Give me 2 seconds. I have a message that I need to read. Oh, that's interesting. Ings! Thank you so much for that 18 months of membership, you gorgeous human. Why did the alert not go off again? Oh my gosh. How you doing, Travis? Good to see you. What's your thoughts on Suicide Squad being a live service? I did a whole video on it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I actually really like the idea of it being a live service, and I realize I'm in the minority here, but I'm actually very much behind the idea. Sorry, someone... Oh, yeah, I said I was going to show you my thing, didn't I? Cheeky. I was going to show you my mock-up. Bear with me. I think I need to clear my nose. The argument for free-to-play. Here we go. Right, you ready? Let me show you. It's just a shame what happened. I wanted to like the game so badly. Avengers might be dead. Hope I'm wrong. Same, BTC. I don't want to be right about a game like ending. There was someone at the start of the stream that I probably ignored. They're like, the game sucks. I'm glad it will be dead. Why? Like, why is anyone glad that something's, you know, going to disappear? You could be, like, more excited about it being something else. You'd be happy about having something, like, you know, better and newer. Yeah. Am I missing some stuff? Jake, are people saying they don't... Jake, the people saying they don't agree with you? They don't agree with you about Thunderbolts? Jake's right about Thunderbolts, even if he's wrong. Just so you know, chat. Jake's earned that right. Live service and only online isn't the same thing. If it's a live service, generally they are online only, generally. but sometimes they have elements that aren't, like story mode and campaign mode. But then they have like Avengers. Avengers isn't online only. You can play the story mode offline, but if you want to play the multiplayer online side of things, you do need an internet connection. Yes. No one's going to touch another Avengers game. Just to clarify, no one's going to invest in another Avengers game. Once this one's done, we won't see anything like it for at least another 5 years, if ever. $30 a hero, you'll appreciate it more. You want to build them more, wouldn't you, AI? Justin, 50% sale off the store. No, so this is my idea. So if you look at it's a very simple UI change, but then it has like some stuff to it, okay? So what I did was Avengers Initiative, free to play, all heroes. So everyone gets to play the Avengers Initiative. But if you want to play the story, right, you have to buy it. You have to buy the story. And included in that, you have the first 6 characters, which everyone gets anyway, right? Everyone gets anyway. And then, actually, I don't know if free-to-play all heroes would be the way. But, like, if you do the story mode and buy now, you get all of the characters, the 6 core characters, and you get access to the 2 operations and the War for Wakanda expansion. That everything is included in that. And you could do, like, a 50% off sale. That was the idea. Like, you could sell that as that, and anybody who wants to play that plays that. But the Avengers Initiative side of things, the multiplayer side of things, is entirely free. So you give that part of the game away for free. Yes, exactly. Yeah, like all their stuff is locked behind that purchase still. But then everything else is there. Why would they make a sequel? I mean, there's many reasons why people might want them to make a sequel, but I don't think anyone would invest in a sequel. As long as it has an offline campaign, I'll buy Suicide Squad. If it goes online only, it's a no-buy. That's fair. That's fair. I can understand that. Not everybody has access to the internet all the time. That's perfectly understandable. I don't agree with story mode being online only. I think that's ridiculous, personally. Story mode should always be accessible to everybody. But I also like online-only modes that are like live service, personally. Where is Jane and Bucky on the roster? Oh, there's an old screen. I did that a while ago. Kind of like COD, Modern Warfare 2 only joined DMC after not touching COD in years. Exactly, yeah. Having 3 sides of the game. Like having different sides of the game. You want multiplayer? Fantastic. You want story and multiplayer? There you go. Spider-Man should be the only free DLC since he's an exclusive. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Joe, I've got a little bit of a sore throat, a little bit of a cold. Yeah, but I'm okay. Like, I'm doing all right. I've got energy. Welcome on in. How's things? Shall we play some of the game? Also, hands up in chat if you've seen my Bucky build. Or if you're interested in building Bucky out. You're not able to... What? What do you mean you can't sync? Sorry. Really think about it, Steam. Whoa. Nah, I did. Bob, what are your thoughts on Ironheart? Really want Ironheart. If the rumors are true and Ironheart's one of the character, like is a character coming to the game, I'm very excited. I know a lot of people aren't. I saw it as well explained. Thank you, Rockstar. Hey, Felix, how you doing? You saw it? Amari, you saw it as well? Nice. Baba, what are you playing on? What are you playing on? PC? Marvel Avengers isn't owned by Square anymore. No, it hasn't for a while. They finally moved the website out from under that. I'm wondering. So, you know 5GUM codes? I don't think people realize the ramifications of the website changing. Has anyone got any 5GUM codes that they haven't used yet? I should make that face into an emote, by the way. Party City. All of those. There's no way of accessing now, as far as I'm aware. That was on the Square Enix website, and whatever the heck this is. No, not after any codes. No, not after any codes. You probably can't use them. But if you got them already, that's fine. But I also have no idea now how Prime Gaming... We can check. We can check. We can check. Hold on. By the way, this song is cracking, by the way. This is one of my songs. I'm not the guitarist. I'm not the artist. I own this song, though. This is part of Stream Site. Shreds this. It's so good. Low-key vibing without even noticing. Love it. Josh is very talented. You can't redeem them on the site? You cannot. The site has changed. Hold on. Let me go to Twitch. Let me go to Twitch. That's Twitter. Let me go to Twitch. Prime. 2 seconds. I just moved an inch and my back decided to crack and it hurts like hell. Okay, last time I'm doing this. Oh, did you do it, Sam? Sorry. Random Twitch stream popped up. Yep, D. Yep, definitely D, Sam. Definitely D. Hold on. Where are we? Prime Gaming loot page. Here we go. How do we feel about the development of Mark 12 over Injustice? Prefer Mortal Kombat. Even though I really like Injustice, I still prefer Mortal Kombat. I don't know. Like, Mortal Kombat lends itself better as a fighting game, in my opinion, because they have more license to be able to do things. I think Injustice kind of like puts them into a box. I would like to see them do a like an R-rated Marvel game though. Personally, but that might just be me. I don't know. Okay, search Prime Gaming. Avengers. Okay. Okay, so I just got the Hawkingbird. I just got the Hawkingbird outfit. I'm gonna have to exit. I don't know if I already had it. We're gonna go back in and do that again. You want a Justice game? I feel like Wiki, you like open world games. I'm getting this idea. Yeah, supposedly there's another Realm Marvel game, yeah. Do you ever played a mobile game called WWE Immortals? I haven't, no. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I was as when I was younger, not any longer. Jesus. Sorry. There's a text from my kid's school. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. Oh, I saw something really funny on Reddit about this game yesterday. Apparently using ranged builds and like strong builds is trash. Feel like an open world has a lot of things to do. Okay, so that still works. That still worked. But what do you do if you can't link your Square Enix account anymore? I wonder. Interesting. Interesting. If NetherRealm did do a Marvel game that could essentially kill off MVC even more than Infinite did. Ah, poor Infinite. Poor Infinite. I would really like another Marvel game where you get to create your own character. And your own character has its own powers, you know? That's what I want to see, that sort of stuff. Personally. I know that's not for everyone, but that's what I want to see. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Sorry. Sorry, there's something weird going on there. On my side. Fixed up now. So, Bob, Midnight Suns, I'm going to be finishing it tomorrow, hopefully. Will you be playing Hogwarts Legacy? No. I'm not going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Basically, I have thoughts and, like, I have, like, a position around, I don't think, I believe in separating the art from the artist, but I also, it is being made clear that there is no, that you, like, no matter what kind side you're on, you're choosing a side. So I'm choosing the side of not being a transphobe. Because apparently those are the only two choices. You are or you aren't. So I'm choosing the side that I'm not, and I'm not going to be playing it. But yeah. So yeah, I'm choosing that side because out of the two poor choices, I prefer that one, if that makes sense. Apologies. You're on PS5, Bubba? I will be on PS5 on Sunday. We need the City of Heroes. Yes, that's the game I'm thinking of, David. There was an image leaked on Reddit of Hawkeye versus Sub-Zero but got taken down. That sounds fun. Yo, Sam, someone mentioned this to me the other day. That's uncanny. Yeah. Who mentioned it to me? It was in DMs. I can't even remember. Yeah. Star Wars, that's literally what Sam said. Yeah. Loot extraction. Yeah. So it's a Tarkov. Star Wars Tarkov. Rebels going in for extraction missions, bounty hunters capturing bounties, going against other hunters. Oh, man. I don't know if you'd be... that would be a perfect setting for a Mandalorian game. Tell me it wouldn't. Tell me it wouldn't. You wouldn't have to deal with all the faff of the Jedi, right? You could just go in and it could just be that one thing, you know? Oh, God, I'd love that. I'd love that, I would. Hold on, I got, oh, I got the Cosmic one. I need the Gamma one. Never mind. I'll get that later. What build was I doing? Hold on. Let me test this out. I think I might need to go clear my nose. Bear with me. I can breathe now. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies for the wait. Alien versus Predator. No, look, I'm not gonna, like, you're not gonna get that judgment from me. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, my thing is like, I have no interest in, like, becoming a part of that conversation, because neither sides are listening, but I know which side, if I had to pick a side, what side I'm on. So that's what I'm doing. I think that's, for me, that's going to be the way easier option. It doesn't affect me that much, despite I do want to play it, but, like, not that much. Not enough to make people feel like they, like, make people feel like they're not valued as people, you know? We had a whole conversation with you about this yesterday, and you didn't seem to be in the chat for, like, the entirety of it. But no, look, however you're gonna do it, whatever you're gonna do, I'm not gonna be the one passing judgment. I think if you are adamant about buying it, at least, like, I mean, I'll screw it, pirate it. Do you know whatever? Just pirate the damn game. Whatever, I don't know. Do whatever you want. Basically, I'm at the point now where I'm washing my hands of the conversation. Like I say, I'm not going to be a part of it. And if people feel like that's an issue for them, that's an issue for them. I'm staying away from it. No, yeah. No, I was about to say, dude, you asked a question about a charged topic and then left. And we had a whole conversation, and it was like, ain't you here? And yeah, nothing. But ultimately, I think you are going to fight, like, you are going to piss people off on both sides of that conversation. Do you know what I mean? That's just going to happen. It's, like, I just know which people I'd rather piss off. Does that make sense? I think that's, so for me, Jake, that was my thought process. That was like, I was gonna, if I was gonna, originally, my idea was go, well, I'll stream it, but I'll donate all the money that I make to charity. But I was told they were just like, oh, just don't stream it. Simple as. And I was like, oh, I kind of like the idea of actually, you know, trying to improve the situation rather than, you know, anything else. Ah, BP is so strong. Dunk. There we go. Nah, it's definitely your fault, Inked. We decided. We'll look at, what new game are you looking forward to? Spider-Man 2. Suicide Squad, especially now it's live service. Did I see a J Shock Blast in there? You're good. Bob, what the how you doing, buddy? How's things? Nah, it's all good, man. Never a bad time to see you. How's things? No, it's like a lot of people. No, I'm saying, like saying from the side of the pirating thing, it's like it's just me messing around. A bunch of people have actually said to do that. I don't advocate that at all. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. That it's sorry. I should have highlighted that's a meme. There's people going around going what I'll be dressing as when playing Hogwarts, and they're dressed in like pirate outfits. It's just, oh damn, I went down. Yeah, it was more so a joke. No, it's me. I didn't explain it properly. I meant the assumption that the meme was, like, more popular than it probably was. Yeah, no. It's, yeah. No, I appreciate that. I was starting to get offended. Well, you know. It's like everybody nowadays, Jay. People get offended when I have an opinion, when I say I might enjoy a live service game. Right, yesterday was such an interesting day as a content creator for me, because I was like, I had a super well performing video on the first thing I've really kind of put like that's like one of the first times I've ever done like an opinion video on this channel, and it absolutely annihilated everything, and I got so many different ranges of comments. It's so strange. I'm offended, you're offended at me being offended. That's why you hate everyone equally. I love it. Like, my biggest thing is, like, I hope whatever happens, the people who develop the game, that they don't get abused, because I don't think they deserve it. I hope that they don't lose their jobs because of whatever outcome that comes through. I hope that people feel safe and secure in their communities in being who they are and their true selves, and that's all I want. I have no issue with anybody living their lives the way they want, not at all. I think we kind of go through this with every kind of like protected group, and it just keeps happening, whatever. But yeah, this particular conversation has got way out of a reasonable like conversation and like learning like parameters. People aren't giving people the opportunity to learn or helping educate them. They're just shouting at them, and I don't want to see either of that. So best thing for me, best thing for my mental health, I am avoiding the game. I'm not buying the game. I'm not promoting the game. I'm not playing the game. I am sticking away from it. And whoever is, you do you, you know. Can you ask me a serious question about Suicide Squad? Gladly, dude. I'll try and answer it. Does anyone know what the event for Avengers will be tomorrow? Oh, damn! Oh, damn! 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I actually, I need to post something. I forgot again. Yeah, I forgot again. Do you know what's really bad? It's really good. Where is it? I need my templated one. Where is my templated one? Not that far back. I swear I bookmarked one of these. I did not bookmark one of these. Oh, god damn it. Anyone remember what the last skin was? I didn't do it last week. I didn't do the post last week, but I need to. Here we go. Bear with, folks. Bear with. Is it 7 a.m. Pacific right now? Yep, thank you. Let's put some music on while I do this. Fine, I can't copy from Discord now. Bear with me, folks. I've got to do 2 cheeky little posts. Yes, you heard that right, 2. Ah, goddamn. Here we go. There we go. You guys want to see what the skins are? You might already know. Right, I've just dropped them both. I've just dropped them both on my Twitter. So if you guys haven't checked out Twitter, go check that out. It's twitter.com/BobDuckNWeave. But let me do you a cheeky little favor as well and show you on screen now as well. Here we go. You guys ready? Number 1, we have the 90s glory outfit for Hawkeye. Which, honestly, I'm a fan. And possibly one of the more interesting skins that we've seen. And I just want to highlight something that I think is actually hilarious, but bear with me. It's just syncing to this PC, bear with me. Where is it? Come on. They don't want BP to have no skins. It's feeling that way, isn't it? Here we go. You ready? The Lady Catherine skin. Which is going to be interesting. And I also want to say they did not give the toes away for free. I am expecting people to drop feet pics for this one, not gonna lie. But what do you think about them having non-Suicide Squad characters as in the game as DLC? Could say they joined because they realized Brainiac is a huge threat? Maybe. Boob. It's all good. We do need the Killmonger suit. We do. But yeah, those are the 2 new skins. Double Hawkeyes. To the wooden bow. Yeah, I get it, yeah. Are they going to do Bucky cosmetics? As far as I know, yes. But I just don't know when. I do not know when, I'm afraid. Right, here we go. I'm going to try... I'm messing around with the BP build right now, so... Go. There we go, cheeky million. Nice. Hey, what the hell? Okay, this isn't gonna help much, is it? There we go. That's more like it. Wait, hold on. Wait, I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, hello. Okay. It's pretty useless against adept adaptoids, but still. Everyone else, that should work pretty beautifully against, actually. Let me try it out on the next one. Here we go. Can I literally can't get out of this. There we go. Managed to actually, like, jump over them. Christ alive. Ow. Ooh. 304 skin, the assassin. I don't know that one. I tried to do a woo, but it came out as nothing. That was terrible. Here we go, here we go. I think I need Faultless Invulnerability on this instead of the Traversal. No! No! This is where BP falls flat for me. Because he gets to a point where he just can't regen his own stuff unless you wait for things, and that's a problem. What if Quantum made a Marvel DC and they'd now wander Professor X just from the game control alone? That would be, yeah, no, that kind of, having a telekinesis. Imagine having a Psylocke game. Imagine having a Psylocke game as well. Like, I'd love that for like I'd actually love a lot of the teleportation things come from there. You don't have targeted spark? I don't, not on this one. No, I've kept my pinpoint vibranium, but I think I might get rid of that, honestly. What game is it Quantum make? Control. Well, 505. Wait, 505 was publisher, wasn't it? Gonna play Stadia for the last time. David, when does it end? When does it all end? Sunspot, Nightcrawler, and Psylocke. That could be sick. I don't know a lot about Sunspot, but I know he's great in Marvel Snap. 12 PST. Oh, my dude. All the best, man, with that, honestly. That's such a nightmare, but I guess you didn't hear anything back from Avengers. Like, I mean, very doubtful that you'd hear anything back from Avengers in general, but about the save file. Ace Komoyo beats can block it? Damn. I use these Komoyos for heals anyway, but... Get down. I hate these things. Bro, what? There we go. Okay, so I can do it. And it's not too hard, but I could do with a targeted spark in there for sure. You making anything interesting? I'm just looking at my thingy build. My Valor thingy build. Like, I've got this for powerful attacks, but I want to get something with a faster, like, regen for assault. Like this. Like, proficiency might... Actually, shit, that might work. Oh, damn, that actually might work. No way. Obviously, I'm going to lose a lot on my Valor, but... That might actually work. Holy crap. How did I not see that before? That's my Faultless Vibranium. That's my Power Attacks one, which is really good roll, so I'm not using that. That's a Might. To be fair, I can actually boost this up to 167, can't I? I might just do that. You could do the 167, can't you? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. The Deadpool game is very fun. Very silly fun, but very fun. Cool, I lost out a lot there. Wonder what my assault assistants were like. My no further. Yeah, that's the problem, innit? Ow. Starting without your heroics is not fun. Oh, damn. I'm off already. Okay. Platinum would do a solid Deadpool game. I don't know, man. I lost faith in Platinum after Scalebound. I was so ready for Scalebound. I don't know. Might just be me, though. Probably is just me on that one, to be fair. Get him, 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 get him. Okay, I really need to... Panther, will you run? Bro, run! Come on. I did not see him because there's like 4 of them in a freaking row. Ah, shh. Wasn't Nintendo picking Scalebound up? Were they? Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Right, here we go, here we go. I messed up. I messed up. Okay, how's... Decent, 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 decent. Percussive blast is still up. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm... BP's percussive blast, like, is great, but it also isn't all that great for, like, a lot of this. Indeed, yeah, what? You okay there, Coco? Do you need assistance? Do you require an adult? Well, there we go. Oh, yeah, wrong words, actually. Poor choice. Poor choice of words. I get that now. Oh, my Christ. Come on. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yeah, I think I need targeted spark to make this piece work, which is a real bugger because like I'm gonna lose out on a heck of a lot of stats to be able to hit that. And I haven't got it anyway, so that's gonna be a nightmare to get as well. I reckon targeted spark, tachyon piece is probably gonna make that build perfect. But I think I need to find a way of getting a decent targeted spark that just works. So let's do a cheeky little. And NBA, unless you actually have a date for a targeted spark piece, that might be helpful. I really like this piece. That's my King's Mercy one, isn't it? I don't know if I need to look at a different third piece. Fearless Legacy has a very nice like set. I do like the Gamma Nanites for. Wait a second. Wait a second. I wonder if that works. Let me try something. Ow. Ow. Oh, get back down here. Civil War 1. I think the Civil War one's much better than the main movie one. Here we go. Okay, so that doesn't work like that. Okay, so I can do... I can't apply that cosmic quick enough. This is why monopolies suck. What? Did I miss something? In that context, that's so bad. I know, right? All good. How do you want to look at it? Okay. Not great. Not great start to this. The fact that BPs, the fact that you have to press Q to fire off the intrinsic, like hold on, can you change that? Can you change overcharge? Is there an overcharge button change? I wonder if you can keybind that separately. So if you got an overcharge. I don't think there is. I think you actively have to double hit counter. There is no other keybind for that. Which is stupid. It's stupid. Yeah. That's not very helpful, is it, at all? Because the problem with that, right? Controls, maybe? No. The problem with that, right, is that with BP, he does this thing where he uses, I don't know if I can show it, he uses his intrinsic when you press it. So if you can't get that fire off, or if it activates and you get hit by something that isn't a light attack in between there and there, then you lose it anyway, and then you have to wait until it like goes back up. So it's like it's just like a hole in his intrinsic regen, which just no other character has, which I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of, all right? I'm not a fan of it. Right, that's... BP needs work. Fine. I wanted to look at my next... I want to have a look at my next Prime build, which is going to be Cap. Probably going to be Cap now. I'm going to redo my Hawkeye Prime build as well. I think my Cap build's ready. And here we go. Oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it? There's just something so satisfying about that. Cap, that didn't hit anyone, pal. Easy. Cap's literally invincible. I just realized my Cap is pretty much invincible now. Watch me die now, though. Here we go. There we go. Donk. That's wave 3 already. Okay, Cap is ready, man. Let's go. I wonder if Cap could take a brutal harm room. Alright. Here we go, here we go. I've got to be able to fire off. I've got to be able to fire off that faultless buff somehow. I need to find it. 2 seconds. You calling me? Yeah. What? The doctor's just rung. I've got to go and take him in now. Are you joking? No. You can't come now. I can, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm being called away. We got to take Charlie. We got to take Charlie to an appointment. Whoa, that's loud. And apparently the doctor has to see him now. So I might have to cut this out. I knew this was going to be a short one, but I apologize for it being so short. But I hope you had fun today anyway. Now, I really appreciate the conversation. I had a lot of fun chatting about Avengers. I appreciate you all dropping by and saying hey. And hopefully we can continue the conversation on Sunday. But tomorrow we will be on this channel. We're going to be finishing off Midnight Suns. So if you want to come check that out, that would be awesome. And if we finish it off, and if we're done with it, I might play some Marvel's Avengers as well. But if you want to come and talk Marvel Avengers, you're still welcome to come and talk whilst we're playing Midnight Suns. I talk about all these sort of things all across the way anyway. And the first hour or so of the stream is usually us having a chat either way. So you'll have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you all as soon as I see you. And thanks so much for all the support. Reset is tomorrow. So Otis, Kinzo, those of you who are on PC looking to do cloning labs, let me know because I want to run some more this evening. But I'll let you know. I'll give you a ping in Discord either way. Guys, stay safe, stay awesome. I'll see you all soon. Thanks so much for being here. Love you all. Bye-bye.